Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Welcome, Capricorn, to Channel Future Tarot. My name is Bella, and today we're going to do your Is This a Love Connection or Is This a Love Lesson reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Capricorn. Take what resonates with you and toss it first what does not. It is not meant for you, and that's totally okay. Taking that deep breath in and exhaling whenever you feel so inclined to do so, Capricorn. I am going to use the singing bowl, so be mindful of the noise, please. Peace, love, health, and wealth, Capricorn. Ooh, trusting your instincts, Capricorn. There's a wave of feelings coming your way this week. Ride them out if you can. It's gonna feel a little bit intense, and I can feel it coming into your energy. As I was meditating on your energy, we did draw some oracle cards. We will jump into the tarot. We'll take out your energy and your partner's energy. Feel free to roll reverse to not force anything to fit. If it does not, if it's not meant for you, that's totally okay. First card out, deception. Someone's wearing a false self mask in this relationship, Capricorn. Now, could be you, maybe. Heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discussing your relationship and your feelings with each other is coming out. That's paramount as well. That could be part of the deception, right? I feel like we all, in the beginning of a relationship, we often glamorize ourselves, right? And it's okay to do so as long as you're not, straight out lying, right? There could be that energy, I feel like, coming in. There is some separation on the bottom of the deck as well, so that could be an energy as well. Peacefulness coming out for you, Capricorn. It says you recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. Absolutely, this is something that you as we get older, I think no matter which sign you are as a person, we all want that peacefulness in our lives, and that's what you're looking forwards and looking towards. We also have individuality coming out for you, Capricorn. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. Yeah, you are you. Capricorn can have a very, interesting life path, right? And you often struggle with things or temptations that could bind, and I feel like that's very apparent for you. Forgiveness is also coming out for you, Capricorn. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. Now, that's, coming out, goes hand in hand, right? We all want to be forgiven. In order to forgive, we have to be, we don't have to be forgiven, we have to forgive, right? And the only way to do it is you have to feel it to heal it. It's yucky, it's messy, but it's, what we have to do in this life to get to where we want to go, right? I'm going to take out some cards for you. On this side, cards for your partner. On that side, we will clarify anything that, make about that just immediately needs some sort of apparent clarification, and then see what's going on. So Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs Capricorn for September. Is this a love connection or a love lesson? The Queen of Pentacles, I like that. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, all about nurturing the money and the finances. I think that's good. That is your energy, Capricorn. So you could be kind of nurturing and working hard, focusing on work at this time and what's, delivering that. The Hanged Man coming out in reverse, coming out of isolation or perspective. Maybe you've been maybe you were in a time of sort of weighing, right? Weighing options. I feel like there was something, maybe a financial decision coming in. Whatever it is, I feel like you've been guided to trust your instincts here. We also have the Hierophant card coming out in reverse, Taurus energy, your sister sign coming out in reverse. Going against tradition is something you could be considering doing, and that could be what you've been weighing, or, weighing your options about something there. We got that Ten of Swords coming out, end of a, that's rock bottom coming out of that. Now, I immediately sort of wonder what the heck is going on there, right? Got that Ten of Swords coming out. Some cards just not wanting to stay in the deck. It's endings and new beginnings, rock bottom, clearing house, right? And I feel like there's this Five of Cups, disappointment right? So something is, like I said, there was some sort of instant energy that came through about trusting there's a wave of feelings coming your way, and that was apparent. Now that could be something you're starting to feel this week. You kind of start off the week feeling and you know, on top of the game, and coming out of it feeling a little bit disappointed, hurt, right? This rock bottom energy that is feeling this balance card come, if it did fall out on the bottom and it did come out in the shuffle. That is Temperance or Justice card, I mean, sorry, in traditional tarot. So this is what the Justice card is coming out to speak to that energy. Two of Swords in reverse. You didn't see clearly. There was two options or a choice that you didn't see clearly. Something you were not, you know, privy to that information, Capricorn, in some way. Maiden of Cups in reverse. Like I said, those emotions are all unbalanced. That could, you know, we did just have that eclipse energy, and that has a powerful emotional change for you. The Chariot card, Cancer in reverse, sort of not so determined. That Ace of Wands, in, you know, on the bottom of the deck. That Chariot, you know, in reverse is, you know, Cancer energy, but it's sort of, you were determined and then you kind of lost your sort of get up and go in a way on this situation that is coming out of underneath the Justice card. So there's a sense of really being, whatever this is has got you emotionally feeling like I said, a wave of emotions coming out. Your partner could be reaching out to you this week with that card, coming out, trying to reach out, kind of trying to sort of talk to you, and you may not be in that talking phase here. We got the Fool, trust your card coming out for your partner. They're probably being guided to trust and have a little faith in this situation. Trying to trust and reaching out to you is maybe the best way possible. They've also got that Hangman card coming out, observing. Trying to get some, you could be putting them into perspective with whatever your feelings are. That sacral chakra coming out underneath that, reaching out, or trying to get some, you know, back into check with the balances, back into sort of emotional well-being. Embrace. The World card coming out, completion right underneath that, trust underneath that Fool card. They're being trusted and guided to let this come to completion, whatever this is. Embrace this closure in some ways. The Chariot, you both got that card coming out here as well. A lot of major kind of coming out for your partner on that side. Move, trust, you know, going towards it, going with the flow is prevalent here for you. The Six of Cups, simply love coming out for your partner. Nostalgia, that feeling of going to the past or looking back to the past is, you know, kind of prevalent with that Six of Cups. Love of Balance, that Ace of Cups coming out here. So, you know, new love or just love coming back into the situation, right? So looking back at the, you know, there's definitely that energy. They're holding this tightly. This is a connection that they did reach love, giving and receiving, right? But they're looking for equal give and take. Now you're coming out your final gate with the Two of Swords, you know, that Maiden of Cups and that Chariot card in reverse, suggesting you're not kind of determined to go forward. You're stuck in place right now. They've got the Six of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and that giving and receiving double sixes out as well. And they've got the Tower and the Darkest Fears coming out on the bottom of the deck. This is their, you know, this having to rebuild something or having, you know, something to collapse is their darkest fear. The collapse of this relationship probably is their darkest fear. They do not want to see this happen. They also have the Control, the Strength card on the bottom of the deck. You know, this is something that they do not want to see. Whether you are looking at this rock bottom energy and this disappointment, this hurt, like it's the end all be all, I think maybe time, you know, forgiveness is going to be needed here. There is separation that is possible here, you know, but it may not be, I don't feel like it's long-term separation. I feel like someone's just needing a little bit of a break, a little bit of a moment to regather some thoughts. I'm going to grab a couple cards to clarify your guys' overall energy together. The Magician in reverse. You guys can alchemize this, okay? You can bring this sort of back to being. You guys can make this work. You got to be sort of both want it. And I feel like for some of you, it's like blind, one eye closed feelings here. That 10 of Cups in reverse, this, you know, wise a white picket fence, happy life. This was everything that you both wanted. But is it worth, you know, working for, or is it, you know, worth walking away from? That will be up to each and every one of you at this point, right? The Fool in reverse. You got to trust your instincts, right? Trust what you know is right. Trust what you know is real. That's my best advice to you. I can't tell you whether or not, you know, the problem is not insurmountable depending on your relationship. I don't know. But I know that everybody requires forgiveness and everybody deserves a second chance, right? And if that person's willing to put in that work, so no matter who's in the, what is in the wrong here, you know, love can prevail. That's up to each and every one of you, whether you both want that or not, right? Love is here. This isn't a real angry, full. I don't get a lot of negative energy from this spread. I just feel like there's a hurt here, yes, on both sides, and there's a little bit of animosity. Can it be worked through? Yeah. I feel like there is, but forgiveness in the grand scheme is going to have to be practiced. And, you know, looking at what is important, right? Is this connection worth to give up, or is it worth to get up and pray for? That'll be up to each and every one of you, my friends. Until next time, Capricorn, namaste.